Reacher's upcoming Neagley spin-off has finally confirmed one major character's return from the parent series. As many readers of the original book series would know, Lee Child never wrote any novel focusing primarily on Neagley. In the book's original lore, Neagley was always presented as a secondary character who joined Reacher in some of his crime-solving endeavors. Despite loyally adapting the original Lee Child novels, the Amazon Prime Video detective series is now expanding the original lore by centering an entire spin-off narrative on Francis Neagley. Many details surrounding the Neagley spin-off show are still under wraps. However, it has been confirmed that it will begin with Neagley losing a close friend in a mysterious accident. Determined to learn the truth about her friend's sudden demise, Neagley will put her investigative skills on full display in the series to uncover the truth. The spin-off show's plot seems intriguing enough to draw viewers in. What makes the upcoming extension of the Reacher universe even more exciting, though, is that it will feature one beloved character from the main show. When the Neagley spin-off was first announced, many viewers speculated that Jack Reacher, too, would be a part of its narrative in some capacity. After all, he is the primary appeal of the franchise. Interestingly, new behind-the-scenes footage from Neagley has confirmed that the Alan Ritchson character will be returning in the spin-off show. While the capacity of his role in the show's story has not been revealed, the BTS footage shows him and Neagley in the stands of Chicago's Wrigley Field, where the Cubs vs. White Sox game took place this past Saturday. In the footage, the two characters seem to be involved in a not-so-serious conversation as they sip beer and watch the game. However, given how Reacher only meets Neagley when he needs her help, or when she needs him, it seems likely that their reunion was prompted by Neagley's new investigation. Jack Reacher's return in the spin-off series not only benefits the entire television franchise in more ways than one, but also hints at the direction Reacher season may forth head in. The Alan Ritchson character's return might have also hinted at which book season 4 will adapt. Unlike the parent series, Neagley will not be based on any Jack Reacher books. Instead, it will adopt an entirely original storyline. Considering the parent show's success, the Neagley spin-off will likely borrow its narrative structure and storytelling devices. However, beyond that, Neagley will seemingly have its own standalone narrative that will have little to do with any Lee Child novels. Interestingly, though, Jack Reacher's involvement in the spin-off highlights how the franchise is carefully drifting away from its source material. Reacher's future seasons will likely continue adapting Lee Child's novels. However, with its original storyline, the Neagley spin-off is adding a few new chapters to Jack Reacher's narrative, bringing more depth to the character's relationship with Neagley. This can be both beneficial and detrimental for the television franchise. It benefits the series because it allows it to etch its own identity and have an even more layered narrative than the source material. At the same time, it can be detrimental because it risks changing how the books portray Jack Reacher. Too many collaborations between Reacher and Neagley in the TV franchise could dilute the overall essence of the character and potentially shift the tone away from everything that makes Reacher appealing to many. In the original novels, Jack Reacher is portrayed as a lone wolf. Although Neagley is one of the few people he trusts, he rarely teams up with her to fight crime. He prefers staying alone and embracing the open road instead of catching up with old friends and romantic interests. Too many collaborations between Reacher and Neagley in the TV franchise could dilute the overall essence of the character and potentially shift the tone away from everything that makes Reacher appealing to many. Amazon Prime Video's Reacher has previously established that Neagley lives in Chicago, which is where her main pie office is also located. This seems to explain why both Reacher and Neagley are in Chicago in the spin-off's BTS footage. If Chicago is the primary setting for the spin-off series' opening season, it is hard not to believe that it could be paving the way for a book adaptation in Reacher Season 4. Book readers would know that Lee Child's trying also unfolds in Chicago in its opening moments. Reacher Season. Lee Child Book, Reacher Season 1. Killing Floor. Reacher Season 2, Bad Luck and Trouble. Reacher Season 3, Persuader. By following Jack Reacher and Neagley's story in Chicago in the spin-off, the franchise could be setting up another collaboration between the two characters in Season 4, which could adapt Die Trying. Although Neagley is not a part of Die Trying's original narrative, the spin-off could perfectly set the stage for her return in the parent series. A Die Trying adaptation also seems likely in Season 4 because Leon Garber, who is a crucial part of the book story, has been introduced in Season 3. Die Trying also happens to be Alan Ritchson's favourite Jack Reacher novel, and he has even assured viewers via Game Rant that he will find a way to make its adaptation happen. With so many story developments from the main series, and the spin-off suggesting that Reacher Season 4 will be based on Die Trying, it would not be surprising if the parent show's next installment actually adapts the Lee Child novel. Amazon Prime Video's Reacher managed to leverage the original books' popularity by accurately adapting them to a television format. The Neagley spin-off, however, will not be able to do the same since it is not based on any Lee Child novels. Owing to this, it makes sense that the upcoming show is capitalizing on the parent series' commercial success by including Jack Reacher in its narrative. As a spin-off, Neagley will likely take its time to find its feet, even though its titular Maria Sten character has proven to be a compelling addition to Prime Video's Reacher. Apart from Alan Ritchson and Maria Sten, Grayston Holt, Jasper Jones, Matthew Del Negro, Adeline Rudolph, and Damon Herriman are also a part of the Neagley spin-off's roster. Viewers who have followed Reacher will likely be compelled to check out the spin-off as well. However, Jack Reacher's appearance in the spin-off would give audiences an even more concrete reason to watch it. By involving the Alan Ritchson character, the Neagley spin-off seemingly promises to expand the original series' lore and even pave the way for the parent series' next installment. Since viewers would want to see how the events of the spin-off would tie back into Reacher's main story, Ritchson's inclusion could be an effective narrative anchor and hook for Neagley.